Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, and starting the epilogue. And just like that, and a finger snap, Halloween was over. Jack and I flopped into onto our backs on Spiral Hill, just the two of us to watch night fade away and the orange glow of daybreak take up residence in its place. Most of the townspeople have returned to their coffins and caves to slumber through the daylight hours, dreaming of the night's frightful escapades. Almond Buttercup's carriage, the last of the ambassador vehicles to depart, exits through the gates. I stifle a yawn, but I'm not ready to go to bed. The night's highlights waltzes through my head like a party enchanted, never to end. The flickering, you can turn a page. Jack-o'-lanterns, the overflowing bowls of candy, the sweet shrieks. How was your first Halloween? As scary. How was your first Halloween? As a scarer, my love, Jack asks. I sigh dreamily up at the fading stars. Simply perfect. A golden horizon grows. A golden haze glows on the horizon behind Dr. Finkelstein's residence, though it through the dawn's rays warm my face like candlelight. With the sunrise comes a new rising danger. I scoot closer to Jack, toying with a crow feather on my gown's hem. Jack, there's something I have to tell you. His eyes hollow out with concern as he pivots to face me. What is it, Sally? I pull a deep breath into my lungs and tell him everything. First, I recount our adventure in greater detail of falling into Time Town and discovering backward-moving wristwatches and potions made of dandelions and endless shelves of ticking clocks. About Lady Serenifa's lore. I hate her name. Serafina Lore's cauldron and the grim reality of solving its riddle by sacrificing my own two hands, only for fortune to return them. Only for fortune to turn again and return them with a blessing. I feel my eyes light up as I describe the sensation of soaring on a dragon's back over an ocean filled with mermaids. Through it all, Jack listens in rapture, gasping and laughing, and even shedding a tear of concern. Tear on occasion. When I finish, he shakes his head in wonder. What an adventure you had, my love. Yes, I exhale deeply, but there's more, I'm afraid. I inhale. In a hushed whisper, I tell him about my suspicions that whoever manipulated Scorch also switched the ingredients of the sweet dream tonic to throw the town into such chaos that we'd have to cancel Halloween. Then I tell him how I saw in Lady Seraphina Lore's mirror Scorch secretly meeting with a cloaked figure he called the Prince. Finally, though it pains me, I tell Jack the full truth about the letter he wrote in the future after a powerful force reduced Halloween Town to ruins. I thought the culprit was the Tooth Fairy. I finish in a rush, running my shaky hands through my tangled hair. But I was wrong. I don't know who the prince is, but Jack, he wants to destroy Halloween Town, and unless we stop him, it will happen. I've seen the ruins. Jack's apprehensive face taps towards the fading stars. His jaw hardened. We absolutely cannot let that happen. But how to stop it, Jack? He takes my hand in his as rays of light break over the horizon, lighting up his skull like a street light switching on. Together, that's how you and I can accomplish anything when we work together, Sally. You're soft when I'm hard, you're quiet when I'm loud. We fill each other's gaps, don't you see? He tucks a strand of crimson hair behind my fabric ear. We'll set off to uncover this prince's plot and determine once and for all why he wants to destroy our holiday. My fabric fingers squeeze Jack's. It could be dangerous. He cups my padded cheeks in his bony palms. There's nothing to fear when we are by each other's sides. Oh, each other's side. I lean my head into his hands, letting an exhausted, loose exhale, loosening the knots in my chest. He continues with a glimmering glimmer of a smile. Besides your commendable efforts to unite the realms means that we'll have allies in dozens of worlds. We aren't alone in this battle to save our holiday. A year ago, we would have been cut off on our own, but now we have kings and queens, governors of all manner of rulers with all their might behind us. I tip my chin towards him and take a moment to savor the play of shadow and light against his bones. It's like this caught between day and night, 2 times 2 worlds that will always feel most at home. It's called Twilight. I love you, Jack, as I love you, Sally. Jack solemnly brings my hand to his lips and brushes a kiss on my fingers. I tilt my head towards him, heart bursting with joy. After all my adventures, I didn't think there's anything that thrills me more than Jack's candy corn teeth. As the wind rustles the dry cemetery grass, we kiss beneath the shifting sky for an all too brief moment. The sun and the moon are together overhead. It feels like a time when anything is possible, when true magic happens, when we can defeat any challenge that comes roaring our way. I know deep in my bones that whatever darkness may come, Jack and I will be a light at each other's side, now and forever. Alright, that's the end of the epilogue. That's the whole book. Thank you all for listening. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Alright. So about 2 years ago, found this sitting on a shelf, marked down for about $15 at Walmart. Picked it up, came home, made a podcast out of it. Didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I thought it had some pretty good points. Did not like the fact they basically retconned Dr. Finkelstein making Sally, but whatever, story has to go on. I do like the fact that they introduced new worlds. I like the fact that they introduced a broader scope, to put it simply. And thanks to JL Deep Eyes, the fucking asshole that he is, for telling me that the sequel is out. The moment I scrounged up $20, it was like $25, $26, ordered it, got it, did the full read through. Did not expect it to like this one either. Pleasantly surprised that I do enjoy it. Kind of have mixed feelings, really. I didn't like Luna when she was first introduced. I didn't know if they were trying to set up... I basically thought they were going to be like rivals or something for some reason, but then again, I'm me. Or, Sally's successor, which to some extent, technically she was, just not the way I thought they were going to set it up. I do like some returning characters. I do like the idea of the holidays coming together. I especially liked Fabletown. I thought that was very interesting. I think Father Time and Sally are both completely overworked. Scorch, he's just Charizard in my head. So every scene he was in, I was just thinking Charizard because that's just how he is described. And I'm pretty sure since Nintendo lost its lawsuit to Pal World, I'm pretty sure Megan Shepherd isn't got anything to worry about. I do like him. I thought it was adorable. I do like the new, I guess you could say, Big Bad, the puppet master behind the scenes. I can't wait for the next installment, truth be told. I do like the idea. I do like the concept. I do like the world building, but I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan. It's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I know some people wonder why they chose Sally instead of Jack, which I think is kind of simple. Jack's story has already been told. From the movie, the games, the manga. Get this out of the way. The manga. Some of the comics. So yeah, Jack's story's basically already been told and elaborated on and expanded on pretty thoroughly, really. So it's nice to actually see the red-haired stepchild, Ragdoll, finally get some attention in the spotlight. I do like the idea of a Ragdoll growing a backbone, or finding confidence, really, which I think a lot of us really need to do. I did not expect to like these nearly as much as I have. I'm pleasantly surprised. I do hope the next one is just as good or better. Because, in all honesty, a sequel has to be 1.5 times better or 2 times better than the original. Otherwise, you're just remaking it. And I will admit that I did find this pretty fast at times, pretty slow at times, but in a good way. When things finally slow down, you can finally breathe, process all the information that you just gathered. I'm not really the type of person who tries to beat the detectives to the end of the case. I've never really liked that. So I was really just trying to absorb everything that was being told to me. I do like Fabletown, Lady Seraphia, Lore. I'll always get her name wrong. Trust me, you guys have no idea how many times I had to pause and try to actually pronounce her name correctly. I do like the Magic Cauldron. I did like the Fabletown. I do like the fact that, her sacrificing her hands and getting them back. Luna using her hair to stitch Sally's hands back on. Scorched giving up one of his own fangs just to get the Forever Glass back to save Halloween Town. I don't really like time travel when you put it in stories because it can kind of go either way. For me, 9 times out of 10, they kind of fall flat. This one, definitely a 6 or 7 as far as it goes, because when you start introducing manipulating time into a series, you've got to be very careful with it. So, if I had to give a score, I'm going to be biased, so take this with as much salt as you wish. I would give the first one at least a solid 7 out of 10. So for Hour of the Pumpkin Queen, I would give that at least a 7.5. Disagree with them if you want. I'll understand. I hope everyone enjoyed it, because I know I sure as hell did. I hope everyone picks up their copy. And I'm hoping that the next installment doesn't take another 2 years. Or I can get some kind of notification when it is. I hope everyone enjoyed the podcast. I hope you remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Sorry, I don't exactly have a rich, buttery, sexy voice. I've been smoking since I was 9. It was a different time back then. Thank you all for your time. I hope you have a beautiful day. Later.